Got the little can today. Little can. Still Canada Dry, though. That good stuff. What's going on, guys? What's going on? We got Rick Metz here. We got John Knight here.
What's up?
We got lots to talk about
Hey,
here.
hey.
We had some big news, man. I forgot all day. I was rewatching Clone Wars. And not until, I've told you, I started rewatching it. As you guys know in Discord, I keep calling out all the cameos from known characters and whatnot. But, fun fact, I completely forgot it was Friday today and there was a new episode of Bad Batch until 6 o'clock. I was just like, well, yeah, maybe I should watch that.
Yeah. What'd you think of the episode?
Well, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was, I had to watch it twice. Not because I liked it, because, I really wasn't paying attention to it all that much at first.
No, that's how, yeah.
Then I watched it again because I was like, did I miss anything here? It wasn't super duper interesting, but it wasn't, boring or anything either. It was just kind of eh. Because it really didn't do anything until the end as far as overall story goes.
No.
Because then at the and I'm not even talking the Bib Fortuna stuff. That was fine.
There were some good cameos.
Yeah, but the story wise, the only true cool thing was what what's her name, Sid?
Yeah.
What she said at the end of the episode, where she was just pretty much threatened them.
Right.
Subtly threatened them.
Just I don't say anything.
You guys must be pretty valuable, huh?
You think she's gonna turn into a problem later on?
Probably. I'm sure she'll I think what she'll just end up doing is using them, you know what I mean? She'll force them to do shit, because it's just well,
something's going on with Wrecker. If you notice, there were two parts of the episode where he that one part where he's fighting the Rancor, he falls back and he holds his head like it hurts really bad. And then there's that other part where he's having a headache or something. Something's gonna happen.
Well, he's been doing that ever since the episode where the crash landed.
Yeah, something,
because he hit his head on the thing, and then
that'd be sad if he
conveniently
went
right where the thing is, the inhibitor chip.
Omega has ended up killing him or something.
No, I think honestly by the end of it, they'll just. I'm surprised the smart guy, Tech, hasn't just disabled all their chips.
Right.
He knows they're there, and he knows that they force them to do stuff.
Knows the odds for literally everything.
So it's why haven't you just disabled the chips then, dude?
What if he's in on it? What if he is Tarkin? I'm just kidding.
Okay, that's some WandaVision theory shit, dude.
The way he looked in the camera that last episode, when his eyes turned, that meant something.
What if he's Mephisto?
That is
hot take. What if he's Quicksilver from the Fox universe?
What if we're all Quicksilver?
100%. I'm calling it now. Star Wars cameo. Luke Skywalker's going to show up in Loki. And then Tech is Mephisto. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man.
That ends up being Spock's relative.
Spock?
Yeah, I'm just trying to throw anything I can in at this point.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised, dude. I guarantee you, if Star Trek and Star Wars came out for the first time now, 1000% there'd be a crossover.
Oh yeah.
If the first Star Wars movie came out in 2000.
Who do you think though would take each other? Because obviously there'd be. You think the Enterprise could take the Death Star?
Hell no.
That's what I was saying.
Hell no.
Not. I don't think the Enterprise could take a Star Destroyer.
No way, dude. No way. I've never dude. I'm I'm the wrong person to talk to about Star Trek. All the Trekkies hate the J.J. Abrams ones, and I like those movies in all honesty.
Better than the sequels.
They are better than the sequel trilogy, hands fucking down. That is very true. That is a very true statement, sir. 100%. Jesus.
I agree.
In the end, though, is it really hard to do that? Is that even a compliment?
Bad Batch is better than the sequel
trilogy.
Point. It's an animated cartoon.
Yeah. Frankly, I really don't even mind the bad episodes of Clone Wars over the sequel trilogy, in all honesty.
Yeah, but the sequel trilogy, the biggest thing for me was it's just like as they went on, especially like Last Jedi and all that, I felt less and less connected to a Star Wars story.
Is on my shirt.
Like, this is just like a sci-fi story at this point.
I just didn't like it because one, it just wasn't good. Like overall, like there were no lightsaber fights. I mean, on a very fundamental level, they just weren't good movies. Like The Force Awakens was a good movie, though.
Oh, they were barbaric.
I will
lightsaber fights.
defend The Force Awakens. That movie's fine. It's
Not great,
bad.
but it's fine.
The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker are just. Ugh. There was good imagery in both of them.
Like
They're beautifully shot movies, but
yeah, I thought The Force Awakens was fine. I always had an issue with them killing Han
Oh yeah.
without ever having any interaction with the other members besides one quick line with Leia.
that was a mistake.
Like I
100%.
always felt like, wait a minute, you're going to bring all these characters back and we're never going to get a chance to see them together because you're going to kill
Exactly.
Han in the very first one. And then I was watching, it's ironic, I was watching a YouTube video, just happenstance today, and the guy was breaking down like his reason, or maybe it was last night. Anyway, regardless, this guy was breaking down like why he, like point by point, why he thought the movies were bad. And he said that The Force Awakens, which this is not new, but he said it was a straight up rehash of the first one, even down to, and I never picked up on this, the new young apprentice or whatever seeing her mentor get killed in front of him. Like Luke sees Ben get killed and she sees Han get killed. Like
Exactly.
that, like even that kind of thing is so like just straight copied from it. I'd never even put that together. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I while the movie itself isn't terrible, it wasn't a good entry for what they were doing. Like seriously, you guys have a chance to bring back all those characters and have them interact, and I don't know.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, they had the perfect opportunity to have the original three come together for one scene, and they couldn't even do that.
Well, I mean, and then the other thing I always harp on with it is they completely destroy the happy ending from Return of the Jedi. Like, there's no, like, I understand what Disney was doing. Disney wanted to establish their own characters, their own young core, so that they could merchandise the crap out of them and sell the crap out of them for the next however long.
of course.
But they did so by breaking down and taking down the original trilogy. Like everything that happens to the new characters is done to, or that happens to the old characters is to make the new characters seem better. Oh, they're able to like do things better than the characters you love, so they must be better. You must love them more. It's like ridiculous.
Well, I just hate it too that it essentially it just made like the whole to kind of add to that point is like it undoes all the good in the Return of the Jedi, because it's like it essentially implies that like Leia, Luke, and Han fought through those 3 movies to take down the Empire, and like they take control and they rebuild the Republic, you know, at the end, like hoorah, we have the new Republic and everything. But then The Force Awakens comes out and like somehow they're just back in the same mess again. So like what the hell did Han, Luke, and Leia do to run the Republic into the fucking ground?
Right.
Like it makes no sense. Like it's not explained what happened. It's just it starts and the First Order's there. They have like a massive fucking military force. They have a planet star, like a planet-sized Death Star. Like,
yeah,
it's
like,
like,
where did it come from?
Happen? Like, yeah.
Well, and then, like, you know, Poe's explanation.
Where did you go?
Where did you come from? Caught my joke. No, Poe's explanation in Rise of Skywalker, he's just like, somehow, Palpatine returned. Somehow. We don't know how.
Yeah.
Somehow. Like, that was so stupid.
Mm-hmm. It was also dumb, dude. Like I told you that in Clone Wars, when young Tarkin shows up, it made me want to look up because I couldn't remember if Tarkin knew who Vader was.
That is stupid.
So, fun fact for anyone out there who doesn't know, according to canon, Tarkin discovered that Vader was Anakin Skywalker by, I think it was 14 BBY or 15 BBY. But supposedly, he does not know that Emperor Palpatine and Darth Sidious are one and the same. Like, he's not aware of that. Like, that's in canon. supposedly.
What's he like in Clone Wars? Like Tarkin.
Just him, but
Yeah.
younger.
Well, I see pictures of him like interacting, with like Anakin and Obi-Wan and stuff, but like, so he's still just that like
Yeah.
slimy, like
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Because he even makes a comment that like he doesn't like the Jedi because they're not willing to do what's like what needs to get done in war.
for the Republic.
Huh?
For the Republic.
No, like he said he
Just in
doesn't like the
general.
Jedi
Oh, okay,
because
yeah.
like the Jedi's code and their honor prevents them from doing what needs to be done. Killing people. Like that's what he was getting at.
Yeah.
And then Anakin was obviously just like, you know what? I also think that we because of our code it makes us lose some some battles that we should win, Because Anakin's edgy.
Yeah. I mean, he is.
It's true. He is a Darth Vader.
That's honestly, that's one of the things about Clone Wars that I still bump up against when I'm watching it is like, yeah, all right, I get it. We're supposed to like this kid right now, but man, this is like one of the worst like villains in the history of everything ever. Like this kid is we're months, maybe just a few years, maybe a few months away from seeing this kid just mow down some children. Like,
Right.
man.
Jinx. No, you're not wrong. And yeah, they make him seem so like just I don't know how to put it. Like he just seems innocent still kind of like and
No,
then
what kills it for me is that he acts very like stupid sometimes. Like they just make him say and do stupid things like that like no one would ever do. Like everyone's just like we need to retreat. Like everybody, like every fucking Jedi, everyone, like every Republic commando, everything's like we need to retreat. He's just like, no, we can't. We gotta win.
right.
And it's just like ugh, you're an idiot. Like stop saying. But he says like a much stupider line. Like, and I don't know. Some of the dialogue in Clone Wars is really bad. Like it's just really fucking bad. But some of it's really good.
Some of the dialogue in Star Wars is just really bad.
Well, that's the weird thing. Is like I think like I have been completely like impressed and blown away by the quality on all fronts of Bad Batch because there hasn't been any stupid, corny dialogue. There hasn't been any like cheesy, like super cheesy moments, and like it's been a pleasant surprise. Like and the CG is amazing in it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a treat to watch because it just looks great in a lot of ways. Like so, I mean, I've been pretty impressed with that.
I feel that.
Do what?
I feel that.
Good stuff. The Bad Batch. What did so what did you think about the episode, Rick?
It was good. Definitely wasn't anything that like knocked me off my feet by any means, but I liked it. At first though, I was having the same issue you were. Like I was having trouble like getting into it. I was kind of like on my phone at a certain point, stupid.
Yeah,
shit
I mean
like
that's what
that.
it was for me. I was just like I was doing something. It
Right.
didn't hold my attention
No,
like it normally does, but I had a lot on my mind too, so I was like,
what was on your mind?
just stuff.
You want to talk about
You're looking for work.
No.
it?
I had to miss the show because I was thinking about it.
True.
I think their suits actually look their appearance has grown on me.
Yeah, I think the suits are cool.
Like I think they look cool in all honesty. Like I think they look good. I just hope when they make Wrecker, if they make a Wrecker hot toy, that he's like the size of heavy infantry Mando.
Yeah, like bigger than
Yeah, I mean he's gotta be.
you would think so.
Shit. Yeah, you would think, right? I mean he's a big boy. He's a big beefy boy. That's why like when I was watching Clone Wars at one point in time, they like do a flashback of like I think it was the start of season 3, and it shows the clones like doing these training simulations, and you see like the first iteration of Clone Force 99, which was just like literally a deformed clone.
Right.
And
99.
but like Echo was there and get 99. And then what else? What was my point here? Oh yeah, there was a big guy and the clone was using the same voice as Wrecker. It was the same exact
Talking
voice,
like
and he was
this.
being like kind of stupid and like running out, just like, "Oh, let's get him!" Like with a big ass
Let's
chain gun.
smash
So I was like,
things.
"That's got to be Wrecker," but he was just a normal size of all the other clones. So I was like, well, maybe not. And I think it
Not
ended up
Wrecker.
being heavy. I don't know
Oh yeah.
who ended up dying like way earlier in the show. Dude, when you were saying that, you told me there's like a timeline way to watch the show,
Yeah, the chronological order.
chronological way. That's honestly, I wish Disney would just have, because if you
Just
go
do it that way.
yeah, if you had like if you go to the MCU like page on Disney Plus, it gives you an option to watch them canonically. Like you know, and you can watch them in that order.
Right.
And well, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, because it's like in the actual like in canon form, like timeline, as opposed to date of release, you know. But with Clone Wars, there was some like dude, there was an episode, like a random ass episode, like end of season 2 or mid season 3, where this Rhodian is a Rhodian senator, and he knows not princess, Padme, and Padme calls him uncle. His name's like Uncle Ono, if I'm remembering correctly. And he dies like early on, like in like the end of season 1 or mid season 2 or something. And then all of a sudden that like the freaking, it was like 10, 15 episodes later, if not longer than that, it could have been a whole season, like he's just back. And they're like, there's just like a random episode that was presumably a flashback or like a, you know, one that happened in the past, because he's just alive and there. And you know, it's just weird because they don't tell you, like, it doesn't start and say like 3 years ago. Like, it's just completely random when they're throwing in these like things like out of order.
Right.
It's really annoying. Like, I wish they would add that on Disney Plus, so like you could just watch it. I don't know why they did that. Like, because there's been numerous, and then like there's a time with Cad Bane where like Cad Bane's in like a short little arc, and then you don't see him for like an entire season, and then randomly there's an episode with Cad Bane that's showing like the preview to the show is the freaking episodes he was in like 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you picking up this story 20 episodes later? Like, why didn't you just finish the story?
Right.
It's so stupid. I don't understand that at all. I wish there was just an explanation.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't just do it chronological to begin with, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, as they were making it, it's weird. Like in the one with that Rhodian senator dude, like he didn't even need to be in that episode, but they had him. I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know why he was there for it.
yeah.
It made no sense. It could have been anybody.
Rhodian as in like Greedo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not Greedo, but I know.
Yeah, same species.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was good. It wasn't too bad. It was good. That Rancor is obviously got to be the one that Luke kills inevitably.
Which is sad because that Rancor is pretty cute in that episode. Like, not to sound.
You think this thing is cute?
It just had this like thing about it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
kinda-
cute.
Hey, it's a face only a mother could love, and I am that mother.
Yeah, I don't know if it's cute. That's like
I liked how
it's like an ugly bulldog. Kind
I
of
like
thing.
how Wrecker had to fight him, and they're just
Yeah.
like barely punching each other towards the end of it. Like,
That was pretty funny. I was a fan of that. See, what I don't like though is that like if this is indeed that same Rancor, now he has some like stupid name for no reason.
Moochie.
Yeah, like why am I gonna call it? I mean, it does make sense though because Jabba was really upset when Luke killed him,
He was real upset.
so it would actually make sense that he did raise him.
Jabba's voice when that happens was like, "Ah!"
Yeah, like he was not too thrilled. So I guess it just further confirms. And I doubt he had multiple Rancor. You know,
Yeah.
like, they're probably pretty hard to come by. Actually, I don't know. Do they ever explain where the fuck they come from? Because they seem to make a big deal about it.
They don't I think.
I wonder if there's. I mean, I guess I could look it up. I'm just wondering if there's like this
Well-
random planet of Rancor.
There is actually. I forget what. Actually, I think it's Naboo.
Rancor.
Apparently, I was reading about Naboo, and apparently Naboo has like hardcore wildlife.
They do have the Gungans.
Yeah. And those giant fish and whatnot.
Yeah, let me look it up. Where are Rancor? That's one thing too. Rewatching Clone Wars, something that's kind of like I find kind of interesting. Nabooians have.
Dathomir.
Well, there we go. Nabooians have such unique looking vehicles, dude, and they
Yeah.
look like cool. Like a lot of people
Like
I
a
know don't
Nubian.
like the prequels. So what?
They call it like Padme's Nubian cruiser thing.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, look, where did I say? What did I say?
No, I think you just said they were cool. I think Nabooian, but Nubian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. These look cool though.
No, they do.
They look like super sleek. It's like the future is now.
Which I never understood because in the prequels everything looks so sleek and so modern. Then the sequels and the other things, everything looks old.
I know. It is weird, but the way I always, because obviously
maybe they like stepped back because of the
like
Empire.
They degressed. Yeah. Regressed.
They're not in like a Renaissance like they were in like the era of the New Republic. Or
yeah,
anything.
I mean, which makes sense though because Emperor Palpatine's spending all the tax money on the Death Stars, man. Like seriously, and he killed everybody else. Like,
yeah. Not a fun guy to work for.
That's what I'm saying. But the Nabooian people, they're like they where they go. They had a bunch of crazy stuff on Naboo though.
They never mentioned it past episode 1, really. Or no, episode 2. They go back to Naboo, but
yeah, I mean, it's in Clone Wars a lot, but you can't really.
Where they eat that space pear.
You can't really consider Clone Wars canon a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the thing I said about Boba Fett?
No. What'd you say about Boba Fett?
I said it in Discord. It just further proves, Rick, you never look at Discord.
I try to. I had a busy day at work today. It's hard for me to.
This was like 2 days ago.
I had a busy day 2 days ago.
Yeah, you're always busy, aren't you? You're always fucking busy, huh? No, but dude, there's like an episode or 2 arc where young Boba Fett in Clone Wars infiltrates one of the Republic ships and poses as a young clone, like in training.
Oh yeah, I think I did read it.
And then, like, his goal was he was working with like 2 other bounty hunters. One was Bosk, and the other one was like Aurora Singh or something. I forget her name.
Aura Singh,
Yeah, Aurora Singh. And
Bosk.
So he gets in there, tries to kill Mace Windu. It doesn't work. He escapes, and then they track him down. And then he leaves. They set a trap for Mace Windu, and Anakin Skywalker happens to be with him. But the trap was literally Jango Fett's helmet with a bomb in it.
Oh yeah. Mace Windu goes to pick it up. And
No. Anakin picks it up, but as he's picking it up, Mace Windu sees the helmet.
He's
and
like,
no.
"No."
Oh shit, that's Jango Fett. And then he remembers Boba Fett. He remembers he had a kid, so he's like, Anakin, put it down. And then it blows up. And then the mask, it shows the mask in pieces. Like the mask.
I read
up.
about that. Apparently that was a decoy mask.
Yeah, I'm sure it fucking was.
Yeah, right though. I mean, it doesn't really add up, right?
No, that's the point. That's my point. They had to retcon it by saying it was a decoy mask because it couldn't conflict with
Well, that's an easy
the
way to.
movies.
It's like kind of a cop out.
That's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
oh, it was a decoy.
That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. That's why you can't consider anything canon.
Yeah, I get it.
Because they had to just after the fact say that. You know what I mean? It's like, why the hell would if they would have said it, if they would have shown Boba and like Aura Singh and Bosk coming up with the plan and saying, I'll use this decoy mask. And like he'll because then he'll see it and then he'll know it's me kind of thing. Like then it'd be fine. But they didn't set it up that way. They just had the mask there so he would see it, or the helmet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of.
Speaking of which, though, dude.
Yeah.
That bad boy.
You got a
It's a
review
good
video
setup.
of that up now.
I do.
Like I mentioned this morning when I was watching it, your voice sounds so just like, hey
There it
guys,
is.
I'm gonna do a
I
review
don't
of
know
this.
why. Like, I don't know why. What made it sound good?
It wasn't that. It sounded fine. Like this is what you sounded like. You're just kind of like, hey guys, welcome back to another product review. We're going to be going over it. Like it was just very calm.
That's so funny because, like, literally,
You were frustrated.
yeah, I was kind of annoyed, if anything, because I went and recorded it. The first, like, just like part where it's laying down on the desk. I didn't have the mic on, so I had to go and redo it. So, like, I wasn't really like calm. I was kind of annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, thankfully, though, like I said, this was a much shorter review, as far as like on the table goes than like a hot toy is with all the fucking shit and setting everything up. Like that would have fucking annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah, I get that.
Honestly, the most frustrating part, ironically, about doing the unboxing videos is actually the poses. They take the longest.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, it's supposed to be the funner part, the more fun, right? You put it in a cool pose and then you go, like, ooh, but like the turntable doesn't spin as fast as it shows on here. It's sped up footage. So it takes like a minute or like
Just
like a minute and 20 seconds for it to do the full rotation. But then like there are some times where like it'll fall. So then I got to repose the damn thing.
right.
And then I got to redo it. And I just sat there for almost that whole time and then gone. It's all gone.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the cosplay at the end?
I thought it was good.
I think it looks really
Yeah.
good in person.
Yeah.
It's hard to see on here because it was just me, so I couldn't have anyone get some like cool shots. But it looks pretty good. I need to get those gloves though, or at least one glove. I think because they
Right.
sell Anakin's gloves. Like I could just get 2 Anakin gloves, so it looks like I have robot hands.
Yeah.
But or I could
You
just
do need
not.
gloves. Definitely.
Well, Luke Skywalker doesn't use gloves. He has a gloved hand, and Anakin has a gloved hand.
Well, see, if you get
Obi-Wan
gloves,
doesn't
though,
use gloves.
it just makes it more mysterious. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
is it a human? Is it a, like, that's what I like about, like,
That is the thing I noticed though when I'm sitting here. It's like my white hands just stick out.
yeah. Well, dude, honestly, I was watching The Mandalorian over again for like the 60th time earlier before I came over. There's a scene on the episode The Gunslinger in episode 1 where they're showing the Tusken Raiders like talking to Dude and Mando. You can clearly see the guy's wrist at one point. It's just like a white dude. And I don't know why, but that bothered me.
Who was it?
It was a Tusken Raider when Mando and him, like when he gives the dudes goggles to the Tusken Raiders so they can get passage over the land. You can see the Tusken Raiders like doing his like sign language, and if you look closely, you can see his actual skin between the glove and sleeve, and it's like it's just a white dude. Like
Right.
that's the thing about Tusken Raiders. Like people don't know like technically what kind of species they are. Or Jawas.
They sound like fucking.
Well, they're
walruses.
human. They're humanoid, right? So
They're humanoid, near human as they call it in
So
Star
I
Wars.
like a wrist being white could still be pretty like
Yeah,
wacky looking underneath there. I don't know.
they're
They're
pretty.
just trying to
ugly.
give an excuse for why it might work.
They could look like Deadpool in the face. You never know.
Well, that's what I pictured him honestly looking like. Somebody did some concept art where it looks like Deadpool almost, but with like really stringy, nasty hair and black eyes. And I was like, yeah. I could see that.
Or like the pig man who gets his like he doesn't like you.
Dr. Evansan. Oh, you mean like Ponda Baba?
Yeah. Who gets his arm cut off?
Well, funny enough, actually, and it's actually talked about in canon, apparently Jawas look like rodents under their hoods.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
That's.
I'm going to send you this picture in Discord of this.
Hold on a second. I gotta move this light.
Of this Tusken Raider unmasked to the general. And once I saw this picture that I just sent, I was like, yeah, I could totally see that. But the whole Jawa thing, ugh.
Yeah, that's weird. That's like, dude, I was watching. There's this like I don't know how many episodes it's gonna be, but I'm up to this episode with the Mon Calamari, and there's like the who are the other ones? The ones with the little teeth and the little things. They kind of look like Plo Koon. What are they? Were in Mandalorian. I can't remember what they're called.
Teeth.
They have like little like 3 teeth, 2 up here, 1 up here, and they look like fish. They're another fish species.
Oh, it's I don't know. You'd have to show me.
Well, I don't remember any of their names or what they're called.
What episode was it in The Mandalorian?
The one with the pirates and they like go on the
Bo-Katan?
boat.
The dudes with the tentacles.
Yeah. Those guys.
I forget what species name that is, and now I feel stupid.
To something, to Garian, to
When they first came across Bo-Katan,
yeah.
Yeah.
honestly, I thought they were just calamari.
Was it the guys that were like, "You killed my brother"?
Yeah, those guys. The calamari are like
Like the Admiral Akbar.
yeah, Akbar and stuff. The ones that like literally look
okay.
like fishmen. But then there's
Oh,
like
okay. The tentacle ones are not okay.
yeah, there's I can't remember what they're. I'll try to look it up. I just don't know what
I'm looking it up. They look like squids.
Yeah, aquatic species in Star Wars.
The name's real simple too.
It is.
Oh, it's Quarren.
Yeah. Okay.
Quarren.
But then there's like, hold on, where are we? This is what I want to
These
look
guys
at.
are kind of bastards.
So we got Mon Calamari, Ricotta. Then we got the Corodon, which are like shark men.
Kaminoan.
Yeah, Kaminoan.
Dree. That thing's
Yeah, the Quarren. Those are the fuckers I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I'm on this arc in Clone Wars where there's like a war between the Mon Calamari and the Quarren, and then they're being led by a Carcardaran dude, and he's working with Count Dooku. And it's just one of those things where it's just like,
oh yeah, no, they're like straight up sharks. The Carcardaran.
Yeah, they're literally shark men.
Yeah.
Right.
Such a weird thing.
I don't know, and it's a species like this. I think my point to the story was like they kind of take me out of it because it's like that's just a shark guy.
That literally, it looks like King Shark or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, that's not very inventive.
No, it's just like we gave a what's it? Is that his name? King Shark?
Yeah, King Shark.
Yeah, from Suicide Squad.
But King Shark looks cool.
Yeah.
This dude just like he's got like such a little head. Like this is the guy. Like
well, I know what happens to that guy. Forget his name. He, kind of a dick.
Yeah, he's right here in the Clone Wars. This is the episode I'm watching right now.
Riff Tampson. No, I think it is Riff Tampson.
This guy did a little shark head, and they don't have a dorsal fin. They need a dorsal fin. Then they'd be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
And somehow, dude, all these dudes they swim real slow. I'm just like, you people are fish people,
right? You'd think they'd be practicing their entire lives.
Yeah, like how are you not swimming fast? The other thing that was kind of stupid too is you see these tubes.
Yeah.
They have these underwater tube systems, but they're just filled with water. Like they're not like air pocket tubes.
Is it like just pushing water? Or?
No, they're just there. They're like literally like roadways, but it's like, just what's the purpose?
Right.
You just swim over there. You're like, that's a much less direct route. It's such an indirect route to where you want to go, and you can just swim wherever. This didn't make any sense. Like, why do you have these fucking tubes?
Yeah.
Like, it'd be different if they like were air tubes, or if they were like using a current through them, like they were pumping water for like filtration or something. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of stupid.
Plot holes.
Well, I'm sure it's just there for design, and it was definitely used for a plot device during this episode because like people were like hiding from the shark dude in them, so he couldn't get them. They had to like bash the thing.
Yeah.
John, were you gonna show me your screen so I could look at these settings? By the way.
Yeah. Give me a second here.
By the way, just throwing this out there, Willem Dafoe. That's news to me.
Yeah, we're supposed to.
Yeah, that's I think that's completely garbage, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah. I didn't mean to like jump right into it, but
no, I'm fine talking about that for a minute. That's because ever since I saw that, I've been trying to figure out like I mean, it makes sense in the sense that if Octavius and what's his name, Jamie Foxx are returning, Electro's returning. I mean, it makes sense that they would bring maybe another villain, but I mean, the part that I have a problem with is the whole like they're trying to tie it in like they're going to set it up for a Sinister Six movie, which Sony's never going to go for because Sony is doing their own thing with their characters over in their Venomverse. And so, like, I could see them bringing these characters back for like a one-time, one-off thing, but I don't think that they're going to be bringing them back to set up an MCU Sinister Six. That's just, I just don't think Sony would go for that.
I'll tell you what, the only thing here, I didn't read this article, but the person who is saying this, Jeff Schneider,
yeah,
I don't know how accurate he is to the scoops, but I'm very familiar with him as a person in general, and he's not someone who would just make this shit up. He doesn't even like comic book movies. Like I watch him all the time on the Schmodown network. He does like the movie trivia Schmodown show a lot.
Okay.
And like he doesn't even care about he's not like he would not host a show about like our show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like that's not what he's into. And he's been like a a writer for various media outlets for quite some time. And he has a podcast now and everything. So like I don't know how accurate and reliable he has been in the past with his scoops because I'm only familiar with him honestly from the movie Trivia Schmodown. But he's not the kind of guy who would just make shit up. I don't get that vibe from him.
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot of
not at
people
all.
out there like that too.
Yeah, there's
As you
plenty,
know.
plenty. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, that doesn't really bring any more merit to his statement. But my guess is, wherever he heard this from, I would say it's probably a reliable source of his. But I mean, who the fuck knows?
Right.
Like, it definitely has more merit, I think, coming from him than it would coming from me, who literally has absolutely zero idea. Like,
Yeah.
like, so maybe,
We get that.
maybe. The question is, though, is would you want to see Willem Dafoe come back?
No.
You don't want to see Willem Dafoe.
I like him, but no.
Why wouldn't you want to see him come back?
I don't know. He was just a little over the top.
Well, I don't think he would. I don't think
They'd
would
probably
have him.
calm him down a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they'd have him act the same way.
Well, I think of that scene like when they're injecting him with the stuff for him to become Green Goblin, and the camera just like zooms in on his crazy face, like "Aye!" like that. That's just basically what I think of when I think of his.
Well, you got to think that was like 2001, right?
Yeah, dude, I was
2002,
so
whatever.
stoked when that movie came out too.
It was good.
Dude, that movie was good, but I still stand by like that Green Goblin costume should have been better. It was a Power Rangers costume at
It really
best.
was.
Like
Yeah,
I know that it's early 2000s, but even early 2000s, it should have been better.
Oh yeah,
it definitely could have been. I don't know why they didn't just do the whole face makeup. Like, look at his face. Like, why would you need to hide that face? That's
Right.
maniacal
Yeah.
enough. Just fucking put some makeup on him, man. I mean, dude, you gotta think like John Carpenter's a thing. That was like all practical effects, and like
that was wild.
the practical effects were there in 2001. Like, they could have done practical effects.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking suit was a practical effect. It just wasn't. I don't know. I totally agree. Whereas, like, I like the suit. I think it looks cool,
It was cool at the time.
but it wasn't the best thing they could have done for Green Goblin. Because the thing is, too, like the biggest problem with that mask the suit is the helmet, because you don't see his expression at all.
No,
Exactly.
It's just like this freaking.
it matches
thing
his
staring
face
at you.
expression in that picture, basically.
It kind of does, yeah. But the thing is, like, you could have had so much more emotion and just like you could see him emoting, and like you can't do that with the mask.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like this thing just staring at you.
The other Green Goblin from the Andrew Garfield saga, man, he was fucking weird.
It would have been different if this was like, if this came out now, like if they redid this costume, they would just CG the mouth so it moved. You know what I mean? And like that would work. Like
Yeah.
that would be kind of cool if they did that. Because like you can see what they were going for. Obviously, they wanted a way to just make like they wanted this look with like the pointy hat and all that. So they just combined it into being one helmet as opposed to like the hood
Right.
like this. Because like that probably would have been a lot harder to do to make it like look good, I guess. I'd have to assume they went through some renditions of like, well, let's see if we could make this practical and paint him green and like do all that. Like I would have to hope they did. Like,
Right.
because if they just couldn't get it to work practically with the face paint, then like I totally get it. Like just for the times, it was just easier just to make the suit.
Right.
But this would have been a lot cooler of a look, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of was it the Green Goblin in the Andrew Garfield movie? Like,
Oh, that was terrible.
dude, that was so weird.
That was
Like he just like turned into like an alien, like a deformed, like it was weird.
Yeah, that was. Plus, they didn't establish Norman Osborn, and yeah, the whole thing. That I don't know. How that movie was made was. I mean, Sony just. That's why I kind of hope Sony never gets their hands back on just Spider-Man proper, because they just don't make movies well.
Right. Yeah, I feel
What
that.
about Spider-Man 2? What about Into the Spider-Verse? What about
Yeah.
what about Amazing Spider-Man 1? Those were
Yeah,
all
I mean,
good.
no, I mean, there are parts of them I like, but like they can't get out of their own way. Like they would have been fine letting Sam Raimi come back and do Spider-Man 3. Can you imagine Sam Raimi coming back and doing Spider-Man 3 without them forcing Venom down his throat, or letting Mark Webb do Amazing Spider-Man 2 without being so concerned with setting up a
Sinister Six.
whatchamacallit, a
Sinister
franchise,
Six,
a
yeah.
Sinister Six franchise? Like, yeah, like, I mean, just dumb stuff that they had no reason to force on them. So
Right.
I don't know.
I would have liked. I just wish Andrew Garfield was still Spider-Man. That's all I wish.
No, I completely agree.
He was a good Peter Parker / Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was a great
Like-
Spider-Man. He was a great Peter Parker. I didn't like how they made him like a little bit too hip, but he still played it good.
Yeah.
Well,
like
I mean, yeah, I mean,
skateboarding and
people
stuff, but-
they called him like a pretty boy, and like, you know, he wasn't as geeky and dorky as Peter should be, but like, I mean, he was still an outcast. Like, he wasn't like in with all the cool kids, and like he
Yeah.
kind of just did his own thing. So
Like, look at
I
this
don't know.
cosplay, dude. This
That
is
looks
it.
sick. But how do you translate that into that sort of movie? Like, that's obviously a straight up Goblin. That's a great cosplay.
But that's what he should look like.
Dude, I'm looking at some of the concept art for the Green Goblin.
That's
Jeez, oh
cool,
Pete.
dude.
Look
that was
up.
back in 2008 too. This dude's literally, this was his cosplay from 2008. Or no, it was 2018. Damn it, I misread it.
10 years.
This
No.
dude's just off by 10 years.
I googled Green Goblin concept art because when you were scrolling through there, I saw some weird ones, and there are some weird ones.
Let me look it up.
Like just going through the Google Images page. Like that third one right there. What the hell?
This?
Yeah. And they're the one on the
Look
far
at
right.
this, dude. See, that would have been cool if it actually opened up.
Right.
Look at these, man.
Hey.
What am I looking at? This one?
The one
This
far right in that same picture you were just
Oh,
looking
yeah,
at.
that.
Yeah.
That looks more like how Dane DeHaan looked in the Spider-Man, the one we were just talking about, the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, I really did. Yeah.
I mean, this honestly looks better than the other one.
Right.
I like the kid that played. You say his name was Dane DeHaan. I like the kid that played Harry in the second one.
He's a great actor.
Like, I thought he played that part as well as you could for some
Oh, yeah.
pretty rough dialogue. And
I would agree with that.
When he turns into the Green Goblin, though, man, he just looks so weird. Like, I don't know.
See, at this point, though, I guarantee you, they would. Honestly, I don't know if they were to make him look like the Green Goblin. You know, like he's like quote unquote supposed to look more comic accurate. He would just be a CG model.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so they could make it look absolutely perfect if they wanted.
Well, wasn't James Franco just Goblin or something?
It was New Goblin.
New Goblin.
Yeah, great fucking name.
Right.
That's stupid. I don't know if so. Let's think about this. If he does come back, if he's back, is he gonna be wearing that same suit, or is he gonna be like a CG
Modernized.
him, or is he gonna be practical effects Goblin?
Why the hell is he coming back?
I don't know.
That's what I.
Well, because that's the thing. Like, it's actually a little. It's based on the things Alfred Molina said. I'm actually kind of curious what they're doing, because he said that like he's pretty much being yoinked right from the end of Spider-Man 2.
exactly.
But then Jamie Foxx is saying that he's Electro, but he's not the same Electro,
Yeah.
and he's like gonna have yellow lightning and like he's a different version of Electro. Essentially, is what he was like getting at. Like, I'm pretty sure he pretty much outright said that. So if Alfred Molina is the same, but Jamie Foxx is not the same, if Willem Dafoe was in it, what's going to be his deal then? Like, 'cause I
Yeah.
would assume if Alfred Molina's from Spider-Man 2, then wouldn't he just be from Spider-Man 1 at that point? Like,
Right.
And then they could just
Yeah.
be saying that Jamie Foxx's Electro is just actually from that same universe, like the Raimi-verse. Considering that Raimi's directing Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I mean, it's his property, Like, he could have something, since they're all tying together too. Like, I mean, there's something to that. And if anybody could get Tobey Maguire to come fucking back, I'm sure it's Sam Raimi.
Oh yeah, yeah. You would think like
You know what I
they
mean?
have a close relationship. You would think.
Yeah, you would think. So I don't know. Like, the fact that Sam Raimi is doing Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man No Way Home is, like, notoriously said to go into Multiverse of Madness or be tied to it in some capacity, whether it's before or after in the timeline, we don't really know. It makes sense
Right.
that they could be. Like, there would be a little bit of as George Lucas would like to say, it'd be very poetic for them to bring in the Raimi-verse, since he's Sam Raimi's Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
since he's doing the Doctor Strange multiverse movie. I don't know. I love Willem Dafoe, so like I wouldn't mind if he came back. I don't know if it's necessarily necessary.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
does
Like,
he need to?
just because they can, does that mean that they should?
Yeah. All right. It's like I worry, like, kind of like what John said. Like, are they just gonna be cramming in all these things and making some Sinister Six weird movie?
They better at least do the pointing scene.
Maybe Kevin Feige is just like cracks knuckles and just like, this is how you do Sinister Six, bitch. And then he does it, and then it's good. Like, maybe, but I don't know. There's only, I mean, Vulture may be around because he showed up in the Morbius trailer. If these three are in it, that's three people. But then, what if like Paul Giamatti shows up as Rhino and shit too?
Rhino?
Yeah.
Again,
That'd be
do you
awesome.
think?
Because
they
I
should?
always thought Rhino looked cool as shit in that.
I think they should have made it more like a. I know everything's like a Tony Stark suit, but more like a Tony Stark suit. Like he looks in the Spider-Man games, like in the Miles Morales game,
Yeah.
Like he looks fucking cool in that game. Like that's what I picture Rhino being like. And I thought it was good looking. Pull that up. Like look at this dude. Like you would
That's wild looking.
Yeah, you would not want this dude running at you. See, and the one from Amazing Spider-Man 2, like it was too much of a four-legged rhino looking thing. Like they made it too bulky up at the top portion for me. I like the one where they keep the more humanoid looking form.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where it's like he stands on.
Yeah,
two
like you
legs.
see, it's like more humanoid looking even in this, because like this one, this is pretty much what that one looked like. I just thought it was a little bit too
robotic,
just too like a robot rhino, as opposed to like a
some
human
clean
rhino.
welds on that head.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool though. Like honestly, like of all the stupid things in that movie, like Rhino wasn't the worst. I mean, he wasn't very well acted. They made him act like an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering what I was hearing.
What is
But
it?
I'm hearing it's John's stream.
Oh. Okay.
Are you able to see that?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see your screen.
Okay.
Now you're on stream right now. And I can hear the music. Well, I don't see your game. You have the game pulled up? Because do you have two monitors?
Yeah, no, the game's up.
Oh, I'm not seeing your game. I see the Battle.net app.
Well, that's weird because it won't, like when I'm in Discord and I go to share screen, it doesn't give me the option to select the game as one of the things to stream.
Well, can you just choose desktop though? Because then I should see your screen.
Oh, that's okay. Application screen. I just want screen. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, now I see it. So what are we
Wow.
looking at here?
It doesn't look good.
I mean,
Go to the options button. I can't see what it's hard for me to tell what it's supposed to look like because you're being like compressed and shit.
sure.
Good. Go to aspect ratio where it says automatic.
Yep.
The 16:9.
Force it to be 16:9.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
the custom frame rate. That's fine. That's fine. And it's fine.
Now, just the render resolution, is it supposed to be 1280 by 720?
No, that needs to be the 1440. 2560 by 1440. Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
all the way up, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're good. Now hit apply and it's gonna look normal. You might need 1610. I don't know what your monitor size is. So like do you see black bars anywhere? Or is it taking up your whole screen?
No, it's taking up the whole screen.
Okay.
Looks like
Yeah, the standard like widescreen format is 16:9.
that does look better. It's still a little pixelated, but it does look better.
Go back.
Yeah, it's just
into
hard to
it.
tell in here.
Yeah, I can't really see it. You're being streamed to me at 720, so like, I don't know what
Sure.
you're seeing.
Sure.
Enable, then go down to go down a little bit. Well, yeah, all your graphics are on low. Like your texture
Okay.
resolution, like you have a 3080, so you should be able to crank this up. I would just go to high on everything.
Normal or high? High?
Yeah, I would just go to high. And if you just go everything on high, and then if it runs bad, then just start turning some things down a little bit. So like turn
Okay.
tessellation on, turn bullet impacts and sprays on. Yeah, just do all, then turn that on. Then shadow, go down to shadow map. That's fine. Keep that enabled. And then yeah, shadow map. You can turn that up. Then particle lighting. Turn that up. You can turn ray tracing on as well. Then ambient occlusion. Crank all that up.
Oh, both?
Yep. Crank screen space reflection. Yep. And then you can turn NVIDIA DLSS on. What's the next one over?
Quality?
I would just go to. I mean, this honestly is up to you. 'Cause, I mean, it's like highest performance boost for 8K performance offers higher performance.
Well, since I'm only playing it 1440, I don't need to go 4K,
I would
do
go
I?
with quality, yeah, because that's for 2K.
Yeah.
And then depth of field. I would just have that disabled motion blur. Turn weapon motion blur off. All motion blur sucks. Film grain, turn that all the way fucking off too. Terrible.
Film grain? Does
Yeah,
that give it like an effect like that?
Just keep dynamic resolution off because it's gonna upscale to like 4K. And just hit apply. Now you're gonna be good.
Oh yeah. That's a lot better.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because this game though, Rick, like you can't see it because you haven't seen it before.
No.
But when you go to the low settings on this game, if you're doing everything on low, it looks like fucking Mario.
Really?
Like, dude, it's bad.
For a game like that, you wouldn't
Yeah,
expect
it's really bad. Like when you actually load into the world too, it's like a game. It's like a PS2 game. Is what it takes the graphics down to. Like you
That's
literally
crazy.
see the pixelation blocks on like mountains and shit. It's funny.
You like wouldn't think that for
No, you wouldn't. I forget why, but I had to play it on those shitty settings at one point in time. Like something wasn't working, and I cranked them all the way down, and whew, it looked real bad. There's a Die Hard skin pack.
Yeah,
I've heard about
Die
that.
Hard and what's the other one? Rambo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
They
is
have
there-
this power grab event that's going on right now. They put Nakatomi Plaza into the game.
I saw that on
really?
Facebook. Yeah.
What's the game? What's the resurgence? Is it duos or quads?
Quads.
Lame. So you were playing with like your controller on there though?
Yeah. I tell you what, like I don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to be talking out my ass here, but I just tried a game while you guys were talking, and even with a controller on the PC, it plays so much more precise than I've ever gotten. Like I was hitting
yeah.
shots on people from distances that on my Xbox, like I'm not even trying the shot because I'm so far away. I know it's just going to completely miss. On this, I was like nailing people from across the map with stuff. Like it's a completely different ball game. Like if anybody has ever wondered about the difference between PC and Xbox or PC and console, like if you've been a or a console player all your life, like go to a friend that has one and try it out. Like, because I would have never believed that it was that big of a difference. It was insane.
Yeah, even with using a controller.
Even with using a controller, it still was like so precise that it was crazy.
When you were doing that with the shitty graphics too.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cold.
It'll probably be good now. Like for sure. Oh fuck. Dude, I was playing PoE the other day, and like I have to keep doing. You eventually get to this thing. They're called trials, and like my character is so fucking squishy. Like I keep dying at the end. You have to go through the trials, and that's where you actually unlock. Like you know how like you're a witch, like your base class is a witch, but then you were going to be an occultist, right? And then I was going to be a elementalist. So like your subclass, they call it an ascendancy in PoE. Once you do the first trial, you unlock your ascendancy. So then that's when you choose your subclass, like elementalist, occultist, whatever. And then you get like additional like specific passives. So you have to do these trials, right? But like each time you'll go through and clear like 2 zones, then 2 or 3 zones, and then there'll be like a boss, and you take him down to like a quarter, like 3/4 of his health, and then he goes away, and then you got to go clear a couple more rooms, and you fight him again, take him down to like half health, and then you go and fight him again, kind of thing. But he gets stronger every time, and there'll be more additional ads that come out each time. So it's not like just the one guy. But if you die, you have to redo the whole fucking thing. And I've died like 4 or 5 times, like easy. And it's like super annoying because it takes a long time. If you full clear it, which you kind of have to full clear it if you want the gear, because they drop keys, like random places will drop these keys, and then you at the very end, once you beat the boss, you go into this room with a bunch of fucking loot boxes essentially, and you need the keys to open them all. And you have like a really good chance of getting like rare items and legendary items and all that shit. Well, they're pretty much all rare, so they're all the yellow and then the red legendary ones.
Yeah.
But it's just fucking annoying because like I spend like an hour, 2 hours clearing this whole fucking thing, and then like I finally got to the very last stage of it for the first time, and like I died because one of the fucking mobs froze me. So then I just fucking got one shot by the boss because I couldn't fucking dodge it. It was so annoying. It's like 2 hours wasted. Then similarly to that, they have these things called it's fun though, don't get me wrong. And I like that there are stakes to it to some degree. Then they have these things called contracts that you eventually unlock that you can do, and it's a very similar concept, or heist rather. And you go in and you got to steal like the loot and shit, and there's like it's one set map for like this zone, and you see the whole map, and there's like chests everywhere. And once you get to the last one, like everything becomes like high alert. You just get fucking swarmed by ads, and they're non fucking stop swarming you until you go back to the very beginning, and it gets fucking hectic. It's really fun. But the annoying thing is once you get to the very end, if you die, you lose the contract. Like, so all the gear that you like acquired within it is gone. You don't keep anything from there unless you get out of the heist, which sucks because there's like a very increased chance of like legendaries dropping in these from what I can tell. Because I found like 4 or 5 legendaries in one run, but then I died at the fucking end, so I was really upset. It kind of sucked, but it's real fun.
What
Yeah,
else
that
we
would be
got?
frustrating, but
What else we got going on? Kraven?
Oh yeah, John, what do you think about Kraven?
Or as you said in the caption, Crave.
Did I not have the N on there? Did I leave the N on?
yeah.
I did.
Crave, like the cereal.
I'll fix it. Thanks for telling me now how long we've been doing this.
I didn't see it till now.
As I mentioned in the group chat, like I saw that story yesterday on some just random site, and I said, okay, well that's a BS clickbait headline. I didn't even bother to look at it or send it along because I just figured that was complete trash.
Switch it.
So
oh yeah,
pretty
the
shocked.
Kraven one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a.
I thought the same thing when I initially saw it, but then I saw like John Campea talking about it, I think, and then no, I saw it on like Hollywood Reporter or Deadline, and then I think it was like the following day. Then like John Campea was reporting on it too. I mean, he was just reporting from like Deadline and stuff, but once I saw all these other things, I was like, oh, this must be real. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of a strange casting choice. He just seems too young for me, but
I think he's like older than you.
he just has got like a baby face, and that's why.
You don't have a baby. Let me pull him up. What's up, baby? Oh,
Cameo appearance, ladies and gentlemen.
It will get more views now.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you have to say that every single time.
Because it's true.
Good, how are you?
Oh, look at her. She's all
As
fancy.
now.
She is fancy.
Fancy?
Fancy. That's what John just said. He was
John
like, "She
said
look
you were fancy.
Look at those dangly earrings. That is fancy.
Right?
It's fancy. I meant to say
What's
I liked your
fancy?
ears. She's
The
talking about your
earrings.
earrings.
Oh.
I meant to
You
say I
can
liked
borrow
them
them
before you
anytime
left.
you want, John.
I think they'll probably look better on you.
Would they? Awesome. I can get
still,
my hair
was
up like
talking
that. I can get
about
my hair
Sarah,
up.
I still
I can get my
holes in
hair
my
up like
ears.
that too.
Ken?
Yeah.
I still got nasty gauge holes in my ears.
Me too. Good night. I'll see you in a little bit. But yes. He looks like Kraven.
It's a young Kraven. I just picture Kraven being a little more like burly looking. Like,
But what did they do the young
And this
Kraven?
this was announced for Sony, right?
Yeah, it's their movie, yeah.
And Kraven's one of the Sinister Six, so how do you then tie that into what they're talking about with the Star Wars or not Star with the Spider-Man sequel? Like, oh man, this whole thing is getting
Think about this.
my
though.
head's hurting.
Think about this. If Willem Dafoe is coming back, we have Goblin, Jamie Foxx's Electro, and then fucking Doc Ock. But then we have Venom, Morbius, and Kraven. Bam! Sinister Six.
yeah.
The math checks out. All right, I can count to 6. I don't know if they're doing that, but there it is. If it is,
Did you say you can count to 6?
yeah, surprising, right?
Yeah. Shocked me.
I know, yeah, dude, for sure. But the thing is, though, too, like, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Who the fuck is Kraven gonna be hunting? Like, are they just because like they're just doing
Exactly.
this like solo Kraven movie? Is he gonna be hunting Venom? Because like I thought that would have been cool if it was Venom.
That'd be kind of cool, yeah.
Like instead of him hunting Spider-Man, he
Maybe he's
hunts
going-
Venom, and it would make canonical sense because he just likes to like hunt things.
Maybe
like,
he's going to hunt Carnage.
could hunt Carnage. That would, I mean, I guess that would make sense too. Yeah, I'm just curious of like what's gonna happen. Like that's the one thing I always find interesting is when they do these movies focused on like a villain. Because like even though he's not necessarily a villain, but it's like they have to come up with an interesting story. Like, or it's just gonna suck.
Right.
It's like Joker, you know what I mean? Like there was a good story there. If there was like what would that have been if it sucked? You know what I mean? Like it'd be the fucking Harley Quinn movie is what it would be.
Or Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know. I'm curious. Like I'm not like super familiar with Kraven, like as far as his stuff, other than like I mean I know of The Last Hunt and everything. Like it's not like I follow Kraven fucking lore all that much. So I don't really have any ideas and like what they could be doing with it. So it's kind of hard to say. But I think he's a good fit. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
So and the young thing doesn't
he's-
really bother me.
He surprisingly hasn't been in a lot of stuff. Like he was in Kick-Ass, and I thought he did excellent in Kick-Ass, and then I thought he was good in as Quicksilver, and then like I just don't hear anything about him that often.
He regularly works though. What was he in that was like where he had a really good performance in? Let me look this up. Can't remember. And he's in a movie coming out now with he's in that. You remember that Bullet Train movie we talked about a while back, directed by one of the John Wick guys, and it's a bunch of assassins on a train, and like Brad Pitt's in it, Lady Gaga's in it, etc.,
Oh
etc.
yeah, I remember you mentioned.
He's
that.
also
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
So he's got that going for him. Plays Tangerine and Bullet Train.
Tangerine.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Two things in 2021, two things in 2020. He was in Tenet.
I will be right back.
Yeah, he was in Tenet. He's got that going for him.
BRB.
All right. And then I think
Who
I might go
was
in there
he in
with you.
Tenet?
You getting Cray?
No.
Oh. Okay. I'm probably going to go in and get a Cray. He was the guy who, like the military guy who was in like the room giving a debriefing and shit. You remember?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was that guy. Then, yeah, I mean, it looks like he's like oddly enough done like 2 or 3 things a year at least for the last 3 years, and he's got something already planned for. He's got something planned for 20. Oh, that's Kraven. Kraven's planned for 2023, at least according to IMDb. But yeah, I mean, I guess he hasn't popped up in a ton since Kick-Ass. I guess. I mean, he was in a couple. It'd been like I'd say an average of 2 things a year. More movies than I've been fucking in, that's for sure. Not more shows, though. Not more shows. Done plenty of more shows. But the movies probably pay more. He's got that going for him. But I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was in that Godzilla movie, too. The first Godzilla. And obviously, he was Pietro. Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in the Outlaw King movie with Chris Pine. Chris Pine was in that movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Lost my audio.
Oh, do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now I
cool.
hear you. Sorry, I cut out.
I
there.
wasn't saying anything very interesting. I was just going over the films I remember him being in.
Okay.
But I said if anything that was like useful, I said he was in. He was in Nocturnal Animals as well. That was a good movie. He like averages like 2, maybe 3 movies a year. More movies than I've been in for sure. He's got that going for him. Nocturnal Animals is pretty good too.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's good. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal and Amy Adams in it as well. It's pretty good. I would definitely recommend watching it. 100%.
Cool.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna run in and grab a drink real quick. I'll be right
Yep.
back. Yo, John, you still with us, my man?
I'm here.
Dude, I wish they had Resurgence Duos up. I haven't played that in a hot
Yeah.
minute. I'd play me some. You probably haven't even touched PoE though in a hot minute, right?
Oh God, no. No, I mean the best I've been able to play in like the past 3 weeks, anything was like
We back?
getting on for
Yeah.
a round or two on Warzone.
Right.
I'm probably gonna head out of here in a minute before you
feel
guys
that.
start gaming. Usually my
I'm probably not gonna play a game or anything tonight. I'm gonna do this unboxing though.
yeah. Is this the one? Yeah,
One.
not a bad fig. I got
gotta
to
do the
preview
tease,
this.
of course, with the whole. Well, John, are you in the middle of a game? You want to see it?
Yeah, I'll see it.
I think you will be pleased when you see it. Does he know? Well, he
was
knows,
on the
yeah, because we
show.
talked about
He
it
doesn't
on
know
the
which
show.
one I'm doing right now. Though.
Yeah.
Where is Discord at so I can?
You're Can I talk about the other figure?
What
Like,
figure?
Like Jin
Yeah,
and Krennic, and no, they're just good figures.
yeah, they're really good. I really like them.
Yeah, Jin's got a soft booty,
It's true.
which is weird to me,
Literally
like that they
does.
did that on an action figure. Because it's not a seamless body, I wouldn't think.
No, there's no reason.
Somebody at Hot Toys was like,
This is like such a
Star
tight
Wars.
fit in the box. Yeah,
That's what she said.
it is. It's hard.
you let out a good one on your mask review today.
So what?
You let out a good, that's what she said on your mask one today. You were just like, yeah, just stick it in there. That's what she said.
Oh yeah.
You're just like,
Oh, talking about the whole thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. The beefy boy. So if
Big boy.
when they make Wrecker, if he's not this big, I'm gonna be upset.
I was really pleased with this figure when you showed me, and like, let me
It's
preview.
really good. I never had any desire to get it because I wasn't gonna collect these lines. Speaking of which, John, tell me if you would hop on this if you could. I saw someone on Facebook Marketplace, and they posted this a week ago. I'm surprised it's still there. Maybe they just didn't take it down and they already sold it. I don't know. But they have the Beskar Mando Deluxe with Grogu for $300.
What? I'd buy that.
Like, that's a pretty good price.
That's a really good
That's
price.
a really good price.
Like, I was just like, I have no intention on collecting this line, and I already have the quarter scale one coming. But goddamn, that's a good price. Like, I might get it.
Well, that's like when I saw that Endgame, or it was Age of Ultron War Machine on eBay for like $1.50, and it was the diecast one.
Well, that's why, like, I just don't want to. Like, I'm getting the quarter scale one, so like, I have no need for the 6 scale one. If anything, I might wait until they announce the Beskar Mando that comes with the speeder. I might get that because then I have a speeder and I can put anybody on.
Well, you get that with the Darth Maul too, but I mean
Well,
that's kind of a
that's Darth
signature
Maul
speeder.
specific, yeah. You got this art box here, or the little art print on the inside, little nice picture of the figure. But no, this thing, like I was saying, I really had no intention of getting it, but like,
You haven't even set it up yet, have you?
no, they're all.
I mean, it's still in the box, obviously.
But the dude had it for such a good price, like. And I got Jin Urso and him from the same guy, so like he had them both, and I was like, "Damn it, dude! I'll just take both of them. I don't twist my
Bag
arm."
them up for me.
But I was actually quite impressed with him.
I do want to see this
he's
again once
super
you get it
cool.
out.
He's got like all this stuff. He's got those little flame effects here, and the little knife thing here, which is cool.
Or the vibroblade.
Yeah, little hands, obviously.
It's got these little hands.
His hands
Where'd the
are pretty
blade come
big,
from?
though. I think he had it in like his.
When him and Mando faced off.
Yeah, he had it in like his boot or his arm or something. I thought, and he like pulled it out.
Yeah.
Or like maybe it just sits on his hip. I don't remember. I feel like it came out of his boot, but I mean, I don't remember. That was season 1. It was so long ago.
I was watching season 1 today, and it seemed like I was like, dude, this is old.
I'm
Like,
gonna zoom in on my face just because the lighting's better. They got his little jetpack here.
I love how that zoomed in, just like boom.
He doesn't. The only thing I don't like about this jetpack is it's not magnetic. It has like little peg holes, which is kind of annoying. Like, I don't know why they would do that. They make so many things with magnets, and this gun's a beefy boy gun though.
That is beefy.
Like,
Does that got like the heat burn on the end of it too? Is that what I see?
kind of, but it's actually just like it's almost just like painted blue.
It looks like anodized aluminum.
Yeah, it's not so much a heat bluing effect as much as it's just painted blue, as you can kind of see there.
It's remarkable to me how similar a lot of the guns in Star Wars look to something like
Yeah,
you would see here.
I don't even know how. Like, this is cool. Like, this actually twists down or something.
Han Solo's pistol is a modified German war pistol, I think, from like World War II.
Oh yeah, that's fucking cool, dude. The little handle like pops down, so you
That is
can
cool.
grip it, like just like bam.
Do we just do that at the same time?
Yeah. They did a really good job though. You can see in like when the light hits it with the glare, like it looks like metal, the paint job and stuff.
It does.
Like, it looks good. It looks really cool. Good looking stuff.
I
Big
like
old
those
fucking
blue
tube.
tips.
Yeah, it looks good. I like it. It's very detailed, and they did what they should always do, and it's like it doesn't look super cleanly painted. Like it's like kind
No.
of like scrapey looking. Like,
Exactly. As it should look.
as it should. Yeah, there's so many of them that come, and it's just like they just dipped it in black and like they called it a day.
You know what's a little disappointing is
Yeah.
the regular Mando does not come in. It doesn't come with that big Gatling gun thing that the big mounted
Oh, the
turret gun
E-web?
that he's getting. Yeah, but if it did, that would look so cool next to Heavy Mando. Like, because your quarter scale is going to come with it. I was like, oh man, that's going to look sweet. The two of them holding those giant ass guns next to each other, and then I realized the scale's going to be completely wrong on them.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like twice the size. The
Right.
gun's gonna be as big as a figure, as big as
Yeah.
Heavy Mando. But he looks really good, man. I was quite impressed. And he's like a beefy boy. He's got a
He's
decent
thick.
amount of weight, but he's a thick boy. He's got some nice head motion, man. Yeah, you can move him around like he's got like two different
Damn.
joints on his neck. So he's got like the normal head swivel, but then he's got the neck joint too. So he can like
Gotta get the Jon Favreau.
he can go crazy. Yeah, get the Jon Favreau head sculpt. Like it's good. I like the suit. Looks good. Little jetpack on him.
I still think with that Boba Fett Hot Toys Mando, they just give you 2 figures instead of 1. With I mean, I
Yeah.
get it, but it's kind of silly to me.
What do you mean?
Well, because like instead of just having 1 figure that you can switch heads out on or like put the armor on, it's just 2. That's a expensive way to have like 2 figures, I guess.
But it's so you can display both outfits.
Yeah. I still really want that Death Watch Mandalorian Hot Toys. It's so simple and so clean and just like I really.
Well, that's
like
why I ended up getting him though too, is because he can he's just a Mandalorian. He just goes with anything.
Yeah, that's like the Death Watch one. It's just a Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well, he has a Death Watch logo on him though.
Does he?
Yeah, that's hence Death Watch.
Oh, I thought you meant that guy.
No.
Yeah.
The Death Watch guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a big boy. He is like
They watch death.
he's a pretty tall fella. Like, I mean,
He's
he's
like
even taller.
13 inches versus like 12.
Actually, I don't know. I don't have if I had my tape measure handy, I would just
Your
get him
tape
out,
measure
but-
only goes to like what, 4 inches?
No, that's where it's like stuck out because
Yeah, I
it's
was
easy
gonna
to
say you
access.
got like the line drawn there.
Yeah. But he's got some nice
Detailing is the
detailing.
patina,
He's
as
got
they
some
call it.
nice, like this is like an actual dent in there on into the sculpt. Like it's not the. He does have the Mando logo.
Oh yeah, the Mythosaur skull.
Yeah, I've never noticed a Mythosaur skull on there.
You know, I told you I think last week too, a little off topic, but you know they're making a Black Series Death Watch Mandalorian helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Like it's just like the simple blue. I guess it's based off the Boba Fett one, but I guess with that, like it's real easy for him to be like same with the re-armored Boba Fett Black Series helmet. Like, let's just repaint it
Yeah, for sure.
and sell hundreds of thousands of them for something that
I'm surprised that they didn't give him a foot bend. Like, because he's wearing these boots, you'd think they would give him an articulated foot.
just like some toe bending.
No articulated foot. I will say though that he's got some good flex on him though. It's a pretty. He's got some. It's very independent motion. Moves really well. But I mean, the scrapes on his armor looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's
And I love like literally like these dents and stuff are not just painted, like they're actually dents in the cast, which is like super cool.
Would you buy a Hot Toys Dark Trooper? Or is that something you wouldn't really be into?
No, probably not.
I'll be real. I don't really care for the Dark Troopers.
Do you want to see him without the plastic on him?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Bicep. Ooh.
Yeah, that's sick. Ooh. I love all the stitching too on his suit underneath. It's a muscular figure, jeez. But all just like the lines and the stitching and stuff, kind of just like Boba Fett originally had. But
Right.
yeah, that's sitch, as we would say.
He comes with a dynamic flight pole.
Dude, he's got a head underneath.
To what?
He's got a head underneath. Like it's probably not a complete head.
Oh
but
yeah, it's not just so you can see like a chin on him.
yeah.
So he's got a very bland ass base. So like it's just like most Star Wars ones. I mean, they're never really. But they got the metal nameplate, so that's good.
I will say this is one of the few times where it looks like the little pouches are all just totally sculpted. Like, sometimes I feel like they put a little more.
I prefer sculpted stuff, honestly, a lot of the time. Like
Versus,
I like
like,
sculpted hair. I like because you just don't you lose the form, man.
The body underneath this, you can tell, is just muscular.
Here, I'll switch the cam to you, so it's not just me. Like people can
Oh,
see me
God.
talking. It's a little off center. Let me fix it.
But yeah, I think it's a good figure. I love the paint application and all that. Have him wave at the camera. Hi. Oh, it's blurring out because of the man, I look way better with this lighting. Shoot. But
It's the camera.
yeah, I'll give this back to you, but that's sick. I like it. I'm excited to see your quarter scale Mando whenever that.
Yeah, I hope that bad boy. I don't know if they would though, because it'd be a lot because he's
Right.
big. But if he had some actual like die cast on him,
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, even just do the Beskars diecast.
yeah. But I mean, that's the thing on the Beskar Mando. He's like wearing all Beskar besides one thigh pad.
Yeah, true.
I
I
mean,
think even that is Beskar, isn't it? It's just I don't know.
know.
I don't know the science.
The thing I don't like about this, other than the fact that like the magnet would just be easier to take off in general, is that like God, it makes me feel like I'm gonna like break it if I don't. Like the back plate will just like snap on me.
Yeah.
But yeah, never had any intention of getting this fella, but I'm glad I did.
Good little addition.
Yeah.
You've got two, including your Death Trooper, that's two Mandalorian figures now, technically. Well, figures from the Mandalorian.
Yeah, figures from Mando. Well, I'll have Bo-Katan eventually.
Hopefully they fix that damn hair and head sculpt.
Yeah, I don't think they will, in all honesty, but
It's still a good looking figure. I mean,
yeah, I think it looks fine.
and, like if you just put it in a case with like Mando and stuff, like it would look.
It looks like Bo-Katan. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks like Bo-Katan.
Like,
Gotta say, she aged gracefully compared to Clone Wars. Like
yeah.
everybody else, like look at Obi-Wan. Like
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you have to suspend disbelief because
Well, it's the twin sons on Tatooine. Age you quicker. I
well,
think.
it's just like if you can get Katie Sackhoff, if the person who did your voice acting work is an actual talented actor and you're doing the live action version, you just get them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You have to suspend disbelief. Like, yeah, she should probably be a little bit older at this point, but you know what?
Who knows? Maybe Mandos have access to like Botox.
Well, nah, because she should be older than Boba Fett.
Yeah.
And
Boba Fett definitely looks older.
Yeah, Boba Fett is clearly older than Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
But again,
Yeah, seriously, Boba Fett was a kid during Clone Wars.
exactly. It's just a suspension of disbelief, though. You just gotta. The alternative is you don't get Katie Sackhoff to do it. Like,
No, and
then it's like
Well, it's like-
everyone would be like, "Why didn't you just get Katie Sackhoff?"
well, it's like you were saying. I mean, like if they can get the actor, the voice actor, to actually do it in person and everything, like that's a win-win.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you not? You know,
Yeah.
that's like honestly, like I love Ray Park and stuff, but like I was just like, why wouldn't you just put Sam Witwer in the fucking makeup?
Really.
He does the voice and he's like very fit. Like he could do the choreography. Like it maybe not like make it up as good as Ray Park could because he's not a martial artist, but like fuck's sake, like just put him in
Martial
makeup.
Stupid thing I'm about to say, but that made me think of this. When I was a kid, I thought the term martial arts was literally like a guy named Marshall teaching arts. I'm talking when I was like 5 years old, but like
You mean just like a couple days ago?
I wish.
Like until you.
Yeah.
But yeah, all in all, I'm glad I have this piece. So he's really cool.
Yeah.
I do surprisingly though. I'm not gonna lie, and I've only had her out of the box a couple times, and I never had any goddamn intention of getting her. But that Jyn Erso is really fucking cool.
She is cool. It's a really good head sculpt.
Yeah, like it's all good. Like the head sculpt's good. She comes with a ton of stuff. And even the Krennic one, I mean, he doesn't come with a lot of stuff, but like in the end,
What's he supposed to? Like
well, yeah, exactly.
he comes with what he needs.
But I mean, that's the thing that kind of makes Jyn cool in a lot of ways, though, is that she comes with just so much stuff.
Oh, dude, she's got like an entire accessory pack with her.
Yeah, she's got the well, that's the Krennic. It came with 2 outfits. You know, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like he's got the one that he starts the film off with, which is super fucking weird. I would never really use it. It's like the cape's built into the shoulders.
Yeah,
It's a very odd outfit.
it is. That one from the beginning of the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna use that, but I like that it came with it. Kind of like how I feel about the light up lightsabers. Like I'm glad they have them, but I'll never fucking use them.
Right. It's a work. You got to open up your case. You got to like turn it on. You got to, just to display it.
Oh yeah. Well, then they don't light up good enough either. Like they have people who make pretty much NeoPixel lightsabers for it, and they're hardwired. So like all you gotta do is hide some wires, and you can have the lightsabers on all the time.
The whole thing that was weird to me about The Mandalorian was Ahsoka's lightsabers apparently had like external battery packs and this and that. Why don't they just give her NeoPixels? Like,
Well, they do die pretty quick.
well, that and I was gonna say honestly, her hilts to make them accurate, they're pretty small.
Yeah,
So-
but like they do die pretty quick. So, I mean,
my RGB lasts a hot minute, but
I mean, literally though, these are the size of the batteries for a NeoPixel blade. So
they're like watch batteries.
no,
Or no,
they're-
for NeoPixel, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not like
They're like vape batteries.
they are vape batteries. These are from. This one came with one of them, but like literally, this was one I used to have when I vaped.
You vaped?
I vaped. I was so cool. I still do, just with disposables. Because honestly, I'll tell you what, I don't care if anybody wants to say like vaping's like for losers and stuff. It honestly like it made me quit smoking. So you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, well, to some people though, they're gonna say like you're still smoking. Am I?
You're inherently not.
No, you don't have the smell. You don't have the taste. You don't have the.
Well, it's not tobacco.
Like you were saying, we need to invent a company that.
Don't say it.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. But
Don't say it.
We won't say it.
No one's stealing the fucking idea. Not with Powerpuff Girls all over again, damn it.
Speaking of which, did you hear about that? They canned the pilot and they're reshooting it.
Yeah, they're redoing it or something. It's because
Yeah.
you don't have me there. You stole my fucking idea and you can't execute it. So
Who the hell gets this tattoo?
fucking
It just
loser.
says, and then there's these ones too. Mando. Like,
God, it's so weird.
people just get the weirdest tattoos. I mean, I'm not one to talk, but
I mean, I have dumb tattoos too, but like words are like,
that's like if I'm talking to somebody and they're like, "What are your tattoos of?" I'm like, "Let's just not talk about it." Like,
oh, I know that happens to me all the time.
well, yeah,
And,
we
like
just
my
don't.
tattoos are literally besides the ones on my back, which are perfectly fine, and I like those ones.
Yeah.
But no one ever sees those.
Well, people always ask too. They're like, "What crazy expensive artist did you go to?" And it's like, damn it.
Yeah, just like, well, they were free.
Right.
And that's why, and I got them when I was really young. And that's why they're stupid. Because I was stupid.
Stupid.
It's like when your parents told you not to get a tattoo, like fucking listen to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like legit. I remember it's just like when whenever you're a kid and you're always like saying, like, man, I wish I could grow up, dude. Like, no, you fucking don't.
No.
Like, you do not want to grow up. Okay? Like, just don't.
It sucks.
Sucks, man.
To any younglings listening,
It's like you just gotta
Don't
pay
grow up.
bills, you gotta work, you gotta do shit you don't want to do all the time, every day. Like every day. It's like once you
getting out of bed in the morning to go to work every day, it's just like,
yeah, it's like once you wake up, it's like your day is no longer yours anymore once you're an adult.
I have a
Your
3-day
life
weekend.
is gone. You sign it away.
Yeah. I got a 3-day weekend and like I literally like I'm head over heels about it.
That's why, dude. I think what is it like? Sweden did the whole. I think it was like a 60-hour work week or something,
Yeah, where you've got like a shorter work week and
or 6-hour days rather. 6-hour days. That's what it is.
that would be great.
Yeah, and like mathematically, and like through they didn't just like do it for no fucking reason. They like studies showed that like most work was done in the first 4 hours of the day. And then
Right.
anything after that was like such
Oh, that's the truth. I
decline.
mean, at work for me, like after lunch, I'm useless.
Yeah, that's what they determined. It's like so why keep people there for like those last 2 hours of the day? Like is literally like a fraction of the amount of work that's getting done in the first 4. So it was like why keep them? And they didn't cut anybody's pay for it either. They just like that was the good part because like here in America, it'd be like, well, if you're gonna work 6 hours, you only get getting paid for 6 hours, bitch.
Right.
And they
I am
wouldn't.
I'm completely the opposite way. Like I'm trash in the morning. Like my productivity goes up so much better after I've been up for a good 6-7 hours. Like
Dude, oh no way.
I cannot no. I'm not a morning person.
I'm not either.
I'm not either. I need like a good hour or 2 to get in the swing of things, but then like once I've been awake for 2 hours, I'm fucking good. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm good at
Dude, I'm good as soon as I get out of the shower, honestly.
I'm not, dude. I'm like half the time I'm literally just dragging ass
It's
all
funny to
morning
me.
every morning.
From the moment I'm having my first cup of coffee to the moment I'm getting out of my shower, I'm 2 completely different people.
Yeah. I'm tired right now, dude.
Dude, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. And I want tacos. Mm.
You want tacos?
Yeah.
I haven't had anything but I'm gonna that's what she said. I haven't had anything but nuts all day today.
I went to Skyline with my family. That was actually I talk a lot of crap about Skyline. It was great.
Oh, shit.
Skyline
I
is
love
phenomenal.
Skyline.
Dude,
Gold
I
Star
good.
is dumpster fucking shit.
I had
It
a
tastes so
4-way
bad.
with onions, no beans, and a
Ew.
cheese coney and fries, and that was really good.
Ew, dude. Their fries are way better.
You don't
than
like
Gold Stars.
4-ways?
I don't like onions.
Oh, yeah, true.
I like 3-ways. I like cheese conies.
The trick is though that I learned with those, anybody in Cincinnati listening, you gotta get light chili. That makes I think a 3-way so much better.
No. You need the chili, dude. You want light anything, you get light spaghetti.
Yeah.
You don't want to fill up on noodles. The problem with Skyline or Gold Star is like they make so much of the chili at a time.
True.
The water doesn't cook down enough. Like when I make Skyline here, I cook all the water down, so I have like a thick paste of chili essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like watery.
Yeah, so it's just an entire like it's just when I eat it, I'm just eating the meat. That's what she said.
Hmm.
You know? And it's amazing. Like when I make Skyline here though, I don't make a coney or a three-way. I just get spaghetti and I get the like the chickpea spaghetti, so I get extra
Oh,
protein out of
bonza.
this.
That stuff tastes weird though.
Dude, it tastes exactly like spaghetti.
I mean, I must have not cooked it right
I
because
don't
it
think
smelled bad. It tasted bad.
Dude, yeah.
Marcus told me about it. Shout out Marcus. And I just wasn't a fan.
Yeah, when I've eaten it a bunch of times. I don't taste anything weird with it at all. But that's just me. But especially if you think it tastes weird, once you drown it in the chili, I don't think you would.
Yeah,
Like,
you wouldn't notice
Skyline's
it
a
as
pretty
much.
strong taste, but
What's like whenever I make pasta, I always make veggie pasta, and like you'd never be able to tell. Like it's just really good.
yeah. That's what. But I make the spaghetti, the chickpea spaghetti, the bonza shit,
Yeah.
and that's like 20-30 grams of
Ooh.
protein just in that.
Have you seen the protein pasta? I've gotten that
Yeah.
too, and it's really good. Where
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what it is.
well, it's not chickpea though. It's just like wheat and stuff like that. But like the way that they do it, it's like I don't know how much protein it is per serving, but it's a decent amount.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With the bonza shit, it's like 20-30 grams of protein in like a single serving. And if I just get that, I get one of those protein tortilla wraps, so 10 grams protein from that.
Really good.
Then like 20-30 from the pasta. Then there's 40 from the chili. 'Cause I eat a whole can of it. And then with my cheese, it's like another 5 to 10 grams. So it's like a what, like 40, 50, around 70 to 80 grams of protein.
It's a lot of protein.
And it's only like 600-700 calories. Like it's very, very low calorie.
Mm-hmm.
And then for like a meal, you know what I mean? But I just put it on that I just put the spaghetti on there. I do my light sour cream first. You do the light sour cream, then you put the spaghetti on there and put the chili on there. I normally just dump the spaghetti into the chili and just mix it all up, and then I dump it on there because it holds its form better than dumping the chili straight on.
I feel that.
But it's phenomenal. Now I want to eat that.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry and I'm tired.
I am too. I'm actually gonna hop off here.
I'll probably hop off here in a little bit too.
Yeah.
What are you doing, John? You playing some Warzone?
Yeah, I'm actually playing some more. You guys were talking here. I'm trying to grind out a little bit of this battle pass I was stupid enough and bought. So
Yeah, dude, I didn't buy it. I'm like utterly shocked. I even got that first battle pass. The season one. I'm surprised I got it done. Like,
yeah,
I don't feel like I've played it enough.
I feel like they also, I don't know. I
Double,
feel like
triple,
now they've,
quadruple XP all the time.
yeah. Well, and now it goes even slower. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think you're right because like literally, like I said, I felt like I barely played that first season, and like I got it. Like I didn't have to buy anything. I got it, and then now I've probably played it a little bit less, but I think I'm literally like I don't even think I'm level 5. Like,
Oh wow.
you know what I mean? Like I've like gotten no gains from that at all. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how I got there. I don't know. I mean, we definitely played it a lot more than we have lately, but
Yeah, I'm a lot higher right now just because I played some zombies earlier when the battle pass first came out. When I first bought it, I grinded out some zombies on cold war, so that naturally moved the battle pass up some. But
Well, I'm signing off. John,
All
all right,
I'll
man.
talk
We'll
to
see you tomorrow.
night. Yep.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, see you.
Yeah, dude, what remember be here around like 1ish.
1 o'clock. What are we doing?
Oh, we're doing it. I'll do like actually I want to pull them up. Let me pull it up for John because John doesn't actually know. Hold on a second. Let me pull up these bitches. And then obviously once we do it and we have them here, I'll show it off on the off the tops on the show.
Yeah. When we do it.
Big job. I'm pretty excited for this in all honesty. It's like a stupid thing, but I'm excited for it.
No, once you showed it to me, I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, they're cool, man. Well, and then I told you about those other things. Oh, hold on. Let me just see if I can. Where are these messages at? Why is
Dude,
Dude,
you
this
sent to me.
game, like, this game is so much, it's so much better on the P. Like, it's amazing. Like, the graphics are just
Oh yeah, dude, I told you.
making those changes. Like, and so I went back in and messed with something else. So it render resolution and display resolution are both different, correct?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I bumped my display. I had to go in and push my display resolution 2560 by 1440, and that
Yeah.
made it even better. So
Yeah, that's what
render
it should
was
have been
up.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, render was up that high, but this
Oh, your display didn't go up that high?
display was still display
Oh,
was still
okay.
back down at 720. So when I pushed that up, it got even better. It's like kind of mind blowing right now. Like I'm not sure I will ever play this game on my Xbox again.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. What would you use that with, like your 165 hertz refresh rate monitor and shit? Like, dude, there's no going back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
See you, dude. 1 o'clock. I don't know what I'm trying to get into my account. I don't know what account it is that I'm logged into on my phone. Is this the one? This has gotta be the one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. This should be it. Isn't this where I just was? I know this is very exciting. Like, what the I'm like trying to figure out what account. Like, this is not the right account. This is the account. Why am I not logging into this account? Which account? Log in. I think it's just logging me into the other account every time I try to log in. Fucking weird. Okay, here we go. Now we're on the right account. Jesus Christ. That was annoying. Let me see if I can find these pictures. Got that one, and then oh, I need this. This. Okay, so got that one. I've almost got it, John. I've almost got it. And then we'll be all set. Details. Details. Image new tab. Okay. Close the tab. Okay, here we go. We got this. 1, 2. Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah, that was the wrong one. Now we're all set here. Okay. So here is what I'm picking up tomorrow. This case. You want me to pull it up in Discord?
Oh,
or
you
got
got
the stream
it
pulled
set up? No, I got it up. Yeah,
Okay.
so you ended up arranging that?
I arranged this indeed. So
Nice.
it gets better than this. What I'm thinking I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna paint first I'm gonna see I'm gonna paint this background or see if I can stick a mirror in there. I don't know which yet, but I'm gonna paint the aluminum black probably so it'll match all my shit.
Yeah.
If I can find some like aluminum paint or some if the glass panels pop out, some like aluminum spray paint would be preferred. But if anything, I can try to like tape them off and see if I can like tape the glass off and try to paint it because I think it'll look a lot better. But nevertheless, this thing
Sure.
is supposed to be 5 foot tall by 4 foot wide and like almost 2 feet deep. So this thing would be fucking amazing for some hot toys or even some
Yeah.
statues since it has all the glass shelves on it too, which is like super dope. But it gets better because she has this, and then she was talking to me. She was like, "Oh, I have another one that's like smaller." And I was like, well, how much for it? And then she sent me a picture of it, and I was just like, um, boom, it's this. So I was like, well, hell yeah.
That's
Like,
awesome. Yeah.
and like this one, you know what
Is
this
that
would
like a
be?
little old lady?
To what?
Is that like a little old lady?
Yeah, yes. And the cool thing is too, they're on wheels. So like I could like easily at least move these some
Yeah.
places. But you know what this one would be perfect for? Like absolute phenomenal for? That quarter scale Darth Revan and Darth Maul. It fit perfectly up in that bitch. I think I
You don't
lost you. Do what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking, like, I'm trying to think it through. Um, you don't think that it's too big? Like, you think they would fit in there?
Oh yeah, 100%. They'd probably almost end up taking up the whole thing.
You think so?
Yeah,
Because
they're
that would be awesome. You think you take the wheels off then and just have it sit flat on the floor?
I don't know. I'll probably keep the wheels on just because it'd be easier to move if I needed to move it, in all honesty. But again, with this, I'd probably see if there's a way I could paint the aluminum and like the inside and stuff. But and
Yeah.
I'd have to run like LED lights through here.
Well,
But
no, what would be awesome is get the those back sliding panels to open it up. Put get some of those printed scenes, like
yeah, I could do that for the back panels for
diorama
sure.
background scene behind
Yeah,
them.
I could definitely do that. But yeah, it should fit because I don't know the actual dimensions on this. I'm assuming it's probably about 5 feet wide by like 3 feet tall, is what my assumption is. Um, but it looks like it's at least 20 inches deep, if not longer. And those, let me pull it up real quick. Oh yeah, and then here's the bestas. Like, so this is exactly what I wanted, and I'm getting an extra one. Like the two, and it has the glass windows for it, and like the glass doors already and everything.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah, but the best part is I'm getting these 2 big display cases from the woman for $250.
Wow, that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's why I was like, dude, like I'm running a U-Haul, like to go do it, the U-Haul and like the miles and everything is gonna cost me about $100, but either way, $350 for these 2 giant display cases is still a good fucking deal.
Are you getting the bestas at the same time?
Yeah, because it's like this woman is like an hour away, and then the other person with the bestas are like 20 minutes away from that, and it's like kind of like downward and over, so it's kind of like going to be a circle for me, like in a lot of ways. So I mean,
Okay.
it'll be like a couple hours drive time, like there and back, but it'll still be worth it. It'll be worth it because these things are
Oh,
fucking
definitely.
dope. Like,
Yeah, those store display cases are not cheap. Like if you try and get one, like just like I've seen a lot of places. Like I had an opportunity one time to buy two, just like that one that's on the screen right now.
mm,
And but I was like, I don't know, I was like 21, and the comic shop I was going to went out of business and they were selling like their display cases, and the woman was like, "Yeah, $100 for each one." It's just it was like $200 for both. But like I had no money at the time, and I was like, "Oh, I'd love to have them because." I also was living in an apartment. I had no place to put them, and I was like, I'd love to have them, but I was like, I can't really make it, and I always regretted that because those things are really nice. They display shit just so well.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you just get so many. Like this one doesn't look like it has glass sides, but I don't know if those panels come off. That'd be like the only downside to this one. But I mean, the whole top panel's glass, so I mean, you'd be able to look right down into it and see like an aerial shot of like what I'm hoping will be Darth Revan and Darth Malak.
Hmm.
So like it'd be amazing. But yeah, for that price, I just couldn't pass it up. Like even if the U-Haul's gonna cost me 100, $200, it's still a good fucking deal. In all reality,
Definitely.
yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Oh yeah, and then let me pull up this Darth Revan and Darth Malak XM. These things are big beefy boys. So what do we have here? The only thing that's super weird about this piece, like on their site, they say like go here for the North American official distributor for XM stuff, and then you go to that site. It's a GFX distribution, and they don't even have it listed. They don't even have it yet. But there's all these like other like third party sites that you can pre-order from. Like, how the fuck is your official U.S. distributor not have it available for order? But then there's like, statues.com has it. Like, so weird to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, did you see
Well,
the Hot
but
Toys Batman Beyond is about to go on waitlist too?
oh, is it? I'm not
Mhm.
surprised. Like I would like to order it, but I'm not going to. But everybody was saying it was like a super low production run on it, and I just it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I would like to have it, but meh. Here, let me see. Where are the dimensions at on here? This one's just Darth Malak, so where's the 2-pack? But it's so cool too with like they give you 2 different mouth switch outs for Malak, so you can have like the exposed jaw or the whole mechanical jaw faceplate on. You can have Revan using the Force or holding his red lightsaber, and then you can, for his purple lightsaber, have him do a regular grip or a reverse grip on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then you can also it's designed like, I don't know if you actually saw, like, any of the pictures, but they designed the base and everything for you to be able to, like, make them square off against each other, or you can have them, like, fight together, so it looks like they're fighting together like this, and, like, the
Hmm.
bases just, like, go like, it looks natural, and then you can have them, like you can turn them around, have them facing completely different directions. I like that, like, that they did that. Like, 'cause you can buy them, like, by themselves and they still work, but, like, just the fact that you can put them together and, like, that just the poses they chose with, like, it flows with, like, any way you do it, like that.
Yep.
Very fucking cool. I would obviously have Revan with both his lightsabers out, though. That's just how I roll. If you have a lightsaber, use fucking lightsaber. How I look at it
Speaking
anyway.
of yeah, speaking of which, I want to go back and play that game again. It's been so long since I played it.
Oh, yeah, dude. So here, let's see how many since we don't use the metric system, I need to know what the imperial fucking measurement of this is to know for sure. Yeah, so the which one am I looking at? Revan is about 18 inches long, and he is 20 inches tall. Or either, I don't know if they're doing, oh yeah, so it's length and then, okay, yeah, they did length, width, and height. So 45, so that's 18 inches long and then 20 inches tall. So another 49 inches, so he's about 19 on that one. So he's literally like 18 by 20 by 19. So he would fit pretty much, like, they won't be as tall as this, I wouldn't imagine. Because I would reckon this thing is, I don't know, this might only be about 2 feet tall. So it might fit like fucking perfectly in there, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
But nevertheless, this couldn't be any more than, it wouldn't be any more than 3 feet. Like, actually, I think it is probably 3 feet from the bottom. That looks like it would be about right. Maybe 3 foot or so. So there would, yeah, who knows? I'll figure it out when I find it. But nevertheless, I could pose them up on something. Dude, there is shelves on the bottom of that too, so I guess I could lift them up and put them on the shelf if I wanted to. I just don't know if I'd want to, because like if I did end up getting those, they'll probably be pretty heavy. Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're 21 kilograms. Like the box is 21 kilograms, so they're like 44 pounds. Like for the box itself. I mean, it's
Yeah.
gonna have like extra like packaging and stuff in it, but still, yeah, the product weight is 10 kilograms. So yeah, they're about 20-pound statues. I don't know if I'm gonna want to put them on the glass. I'll put them right on the base of that thing for sure. But then I'll probably just stick that taller unit over by my back door for now, just in like the back corner there. So I'm gonna do the DTOFs on the left side just because I have the other DTOFs there. But then just on the opposite side of the doors, I'll probably just stick that over there. But that thing is like so big and has all the shelving units that you can adjust to any height. Like I could get so many hot toys in there, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's like gonna be a whole fucking like just world of stuff that and honestly, what I was thinking too is this tall one is going to be absolutely perfect because it has lighting shooting down from the top. It'll be a perfect one for me to build a light box on the bottom for. Because then it'll have the light coming down from the top, then the light box on the bottom. So you could like, it'll help disperse the light from the bottom a little bit more, and then it won't be as my worry with having a light box on top and bottom was that light wouldn't disperse quite enough. So having a light box only on the bottom with an actual light bulb pointing down, there wouldn't be any question of there being enough light. So the light box would honestly just be like more of an aesthetic thing and bringing additional light. So I'm pretty excited for that too, because I just like how the light box looks. I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like too bright. So, but if it is, I could always just throw like another diffuser on it or something. Still a good one to test it out on, nevertheless.
Mm-hmm.
But you got any have you gotten any figures lately? I know you were saying you kind of have to like slow down on them, which I do too. Frankly,
Definitely. No, I don't think. No, but I have 2 coming tomorrow, maybe sometime in the next couple days here, because in-game cap finally processed and payment plan ran through on Captain Marvel. So I'm still waiting on both those. They were going through, but like I'm a little. So I mean, so Cap was supposed to hit in March, and it's going to be June before he gets here. So that's what, 3 months. So I was really hoping that I get my in-game Iron Man, battle damage Iron Man in August when my payment plan runs out or gets done. But I'm guessing it'll probably be more like September, October, November. God, that's gonna suck.
Hey man, at least you could order yours.
Yeah,
I can't even order my Obi-Wan.
that's very true. Yeah, I mean, like I'm not worried they're not going to make them. So there's that. I do have that, but I mean, I've got like I need to figure out. I need to figure out what in-game figures I don't have because I've kind of accidentally collected almost. Oh well, not almost all, but I've collected a lot of the in-game figures. I've got the three main. I've got Tony, Thor, and Steve, and then I've got Captain Marvel, who works because she was still had her longer hair in the first part, and then I've got Rocket, and I feel like there's another one. Oh, Nebula. I think there's one other one. So like, I need to go like make a checklist and try and
You know who
see
you
if
don't
I
have?
can fill out the entire roster. Who's that?
Fat Thor.
No, I do.
You have Fat Thor?
Well, I don't have him, but he's pre-ordered.
Oh, okay. I thought you got Infinity War
Yeah.
Thor.
No, I wanted to, and but I was like, well, I kind of have an in-game thing going on, so I chose Fat Thor instead.
Oh.
And now Infinity War Thor is gone, so like if I want to get him, I'm gonna have to go aftermarket to get him later on.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
But that really made me, having that all that really made me want to pick up that Guardian set. I just can't do it right now. I'm
Oh, I
gonna
know,
have
that
to
was
just
such a
bite
good
the bullet.
price.
I know I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and pay the extra later on to get, I guess.
Yeah.
Because Gamora, I don't know that they're gonna make another Gamora. Hopefully, maybe they might make one with Guardians 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're due for that, and well, I know about Gamora. They made 2 Gamoras, right? They made one for Guardians and one for Guardians 2, yeah?
Oh, I don't know. I thought they just did the one for the first Guardians. Maybe they did do one for Guardians too.
I don't remember. Either way, like if they I would imagine because I don't think they did one for Endgame, so I would imagine they would do one for Guardians 4 then. Because that would have been quite some time to see her without a figure. Or Guardians 3 rather. You know, I would think. I mean Drax as well. They only made the one Drax, and then they were supposed to make they have like 2 different Draxes on the coming soon tab.
Yeah.
And who knows if they're ever gonna get to those. They just better get to that damn Obi-Wan. I heard some people chattering too that they were that I couldn't find. I tried to Google this and find like actual confirmation of this, where there were people saying that they were happy that Sideshow was going to that they announced their Clone Wars line. So like in reference to that Anakin and Obi-Wan, making it seem like they are doing more than just those 2.
Hmm.
But without confirmation they're gonna make more, I'm still holding off on getting those. Like, 'cause if they do make more in that line, I wouldn't mind having them. I don't know, though. The problem is, I feel like with that is, like, I think some of those figures, like the animated adaptations, like the direct animated ones they're doing, I don't know if they would really look good. Like, I think Count Dooku would look stupid. Like, his character model is ridiculous. Like, his face is, like, a foot long. Like, I just don't think that would work as translated to a figure. Like, Anakin and
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, like, they have normal body dimensions, so they would look fine. Like, Ahsoka would probably look fine. They didn't really make her look too weird. But, like, Dooku looks kinda ridiculous. Grievous looks just like the real Grievous, so, like, they could just say that the Grievous they're making I think they do say it's part of the Clone Wars line.
Yeah.
But, like, I
Hey,
don't know
you
ugh, I don't know.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing what they'll do is wait and see what the sales are like on these first 2. Like they may have like mock-ups ready to go if the sales hit the numbers they're looking for, but I'm also guessing if people are just like kind of ho-hum about them, they'll probably won't expand the line out a whole lot more.
Yeah, I did. Seems like a lot of people are pretty excited about it, but granted, I'm talking about people that are in, like, obviously the groups of that are
Already, yeah,
yeah,
there's
they're
you're
already
preaching to the
assumed
choir.
exactly, like, yeah, it's like, well, no shit, the people in all the fucking figure groups like it, like
Yeah, I mean, all the Star Wars and yeah, figure groups like them. Yeah, that's not a surprise.
exactly, because I mean, I like them, and I don't really care for the Clone Wars all that much. Now, I will say after this rewatch through, I like it more than I liked it before, but there are still a lot of, like, episodes where I'm just like, "Damn, is this still going?" Okay. Alright.
Well, you're season 3, right? Everything
Yeah,
I've read is that season 4 and on is where it really picks up. I thought it picked up well going into season 2, but season 4 apparently is supposed to get even better. So hopefully
Yeah.
that's the case.
Yeah, and season 3 has definitely been an improvement. There were some episodes in season 3 that were like I was like really into, like I was enjoying it a lot. But I mean, at some point in season 3, I forget which episode, that's when they introduce Savage. So they do that whole little arc, but then and they do that thing though with like Savage. This is where the whole like them breaking the timeline so much in the show for whatever reason. Like they did like the one, maybe 2 episodes with Savage, and then it just randomly stopped. Like I haven't seen him in like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes. Like I'm probably not gonna see him again until like season 4 at some point, and it's like, why didn't you just do that arc then? Like it's so weird. Like how they keep jumping back. Like I'm watching like an episode where they're doing like this one specific thing. Like they're doing the one I was telling you about with Chewbacca. Like I mentioned, Chewbacca has an episode. So it goes from that
Yeah.
one to this. You're just randomly in the Mon Calamari and Coral or whatever war thing. And it's like, well, what the fuck happened with the other thing? Like you were just doing that. Like
Yeah.
it's so weird. But I don't know. It's definitely a lot better. I still, dude, when you get to it, the episode where they get sucked into that like weird like force planet thing, and the son and the daughter's there, and then the father's there. Dude, I don't get that, and I don't like it. It's
Yeah.
stupid. Like it was dumb. Like, and I'm like fairly certain Sam Witwer did the son's voice, and I still didn't like it. Like,
Yeah.
this made no goddamn sense. It's out of nowhere. That's another one that's like literally just comes out of nowhere with no explanation as well. And then they just fucking forget about it. It's like 2 or 3
Yeah.
episodes worth of stuff, and then like after that, it's like it never happened. So weird. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna hop off because I'm like extremely tired for some reason right now.
No, man, I get you. I might play one more game or something, then go to bed too because I got work tomorrow. So
Feel
it
that.
works.
All right, dude. Well, I will talk to you tomorrow then.
All right, take care, man.
All
Later.
right, later. Do. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I don't know why. I'm really tired. Like it just hit me like I just like feel like going to sleep right now. So, but anyways, again, thanks for watching. Don't forget every Monday our show Honest and Uneducated it goes up there, new episodes weekly. You can submit topics and questions to us by emailing us at honestanduneducated@gmail.com. That's honestanduneducated@gmail.com. Hit us with a question. You got anything you want us to cover? I don't know, like figure related, movie related, comic book related, send it our way there. And, if it's something that is relevant to the show, then we'll cover it on the show. So, I mean, if anything, since we do like a couple of different things, if it's figure related, we'll probably talk about it on stream. So, just say maybe like stream question, or this is probably getting too complicated. Like, I'll just write the question, and I'll decide which show it would fit into, if any of them. So how about that? That'll be good. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And then every Wednesday we have our collectible reviews. This past Wednesday, up on the channel now. Latest one was my custom Darth Revan. I was gonna say helmet, but it's more of a mask. So this one just actually goes over just like it's like a faceplate only, which I went with this one in particular because the just general artistry of it was better than any other ones that I saw. Like I love the thing; it looks phenomenal. You can see it in the backdrop behind me here as well. It's my when I'm not using it for cosplay purposes, it's gonna be just a mainstay in my backdrop here because I got the lightsabers with it, just like you saw in that first shot. Phenomenal looking piece. That's up on the channel now. But yeah, that's it. Then like I said, every Friday we do a live stream. So come in here, hang out, shoot us some questions, do whatever, all that sorts of fun stuff. Every Friday around 8:30, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching though. I'm gonna take off for now, and but until next time, take care. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.